These are 5 base altcoins that will send higher than Ethereum when the bull run kicks in Q4 of 2025. We're going to be targeting larger market caps, mid-market caps, low market caps, and micro caps, all on the base blockchain. Make sure you watch this video in its entirety. This is alpha packed, and I'm going to tell you guys why we're led to believe this is going to take place. Now, why are we bullish on... And now with the Coinbase app allowing all of these new dApps, decentralized applications on the application, you know, what do normies do? They like to go to apps. That's just how Web2 people are and retailers are. They go to apps. And Coinbase, remember in the bull run, it was the most downloaded app of all apps in the App Store at one point during the last bull run. So I feel as though that's going to transcend to more users right now. They're getting more downloads, they're getting more users, and in the app, if you look at the top app featured section, we have right at the top, bro, right at the top. It's going to perform extremely well during this run-up, bro. That's just a fact, and especially knowing that's in the top app section featured in the Coinbase app, bro, it's going to send. And they have changed the app to not Coinbase, but just the base. So this is why we're talking about 5 base altcoins that's going to outperform Ethereum.
Francis Dune Uncensored.
Welcome back to another video here at Francis Dune Uncensored, where we do have tomorrow's newspapers today. This is also called a Smart Money channel. If you're new here, make sure you like, subscribe, but more importantly, smash the bell notification buttons, because content like this is truly time sensitive. And that is correct. We are going to share with you 5 base altcoins that will send higher than Ethereum during this bull run that's going to happen in a matter of months. Now, the markets are a little bit down right now, at least with Ethereum and other altcoins. They are slowly recovering, but the altcoins are much lower. So their time is going to come, and this is a perfect opportunity for us to take advantage of that exactly. So once again, this video is going to be ranked by larger market caps to mid-market caps to lower market cap, and even a micro cap play that I think has major potential. So make sure you're here for the entire video so you don't miss out on that. So once again, Ethereum is recovering. It went down to, I think, 4,300 and change. We got it at 4,600. But more importantly, the altcoins are still down. So the buying opportunity at relatively low prices is still there, okay? So let's move on with the first play. Now, before we get to the first play, do keep this in mind. The first play is the largest market cap out of the 5 plays, and it's really on Ethereum, but they also have it 1-for-1 on Base. So I'm still considering this on, you know, a part of the Base ecosystem. And it's just easier to access as well. You could go to Uniswap, and we'll get into all of that. So the first play right here is Ethena, guys. Straight up. Yes, it's a massive market cap, but it is, without a shadow of a doubt, a blue chip crypto, okay? But what is Ethena all about? This is, in my opinion, it's a very safe bet. If you have capital and you want to deploy it, this is not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing. I personally allocated a large sum of my capital, the highest amount, to Ethena, okay, in my first deployment of stablecoin, okay? And I'm telling you guys why. So Ethena Labs, here is their Twitter. You know, they're enabling internet money. It's essentially, okay, this sort of like crypto bank, super legit project backed by reputable guys, which we'll get into as well. So that's what they're all about. This is their website, ethena.fi. Come on over and browse. Digital dollars for the internet economy. Once again, lending, borrowing. They got their own stable coin, all of that jazz. Super legit, and it's backed by major players in the game like Mr. Arthur Hayes, okay? Arthur Hayes is one of the advisors, guys, and if you know anything about anything, this guy has probably one of the best reputations when it comes to calling market dips and market rips. This guy's been spot on. He called something crazy. I think it was like earlier this year when Bitcoin was at 100K. Everyone was in euphoria. He came out of nowhere and said, hey guys, I think Bitcoin is going to go down to $75,000. And then later on in the year, it's going to send to close to 200. And guess what? That's literally what's happening so far. Bitcoin went down to $74,000 and now it has recovered up to 120. And he predicts it's going to be about 200K at the end of the year. So why should we value something like that? Well, this is what he's saying about Ethena. Okay, so Ethena is the ticker. Ethena is effing ripping, and the Koreans aren't even involved yet. When that kimchi hits, oh baby. Yahtzee, this guy's so funny. So we got a guy like him with such great influence who is literally shilling Ethena, bro. Obviously, he's an advisor, but he believes in the project as well. Here's another tweet from him, another opinion. Congrats, Ethena Labs, on a successful TGE. If this is what Ethena is worth, what the market is puking, Imagine how high it will go once we resume only Ethena $10. And again, I'm just saying, this guy is supporting it. He's shilling it. That's always great, right? Especially somebody of his caliber. And here we go. We could go on and on. Look at that. So Ethena listed on largest Korean exchange. It's time for liftoff. And yes, like, again, he was like, hinting towards that here months ago or weeks before that. And there we go. So I do value what he says. And, how you could get this? Well, once again, we're talking about Base. So it is on Ethereum, as I alluded to. But you just click this here on CoinGecko, and then you copy the contract address on Base. And if that's what you're into, you could come on over here and you could just plug it in and get yourself some Ethena, which is something I think if you're smart and you want to diversify, it's okay to have larger caps, because when the market has its back and forth, it's up and it's downs, these ones are more stable and you're not going to lose that much, right? Now, look, if you just want to do your thing, set it and forget it, and look back at your portfolio in Q4, like say December, you could do that too. And, I am very confident Ethena is going to outperform Ethereum, okay? And it does. Like, if you actually really look at it, at the chart, Ethena really pops the most out of the altcoins when Ethereum has its moments, right? When it's pumping. So do pay attention to that, guys. What do we got next for you guys? And this one is a doozy, bro. Guys, this is another larger market cap, more in the 2 billion range in the FDV, so lower than Ethena. And once again, I did say we are ranking this from highest to lowest, okay? So, Aerodrome, bro, I am super bullish on Aerodrome. This is essentially Base's version of Uniswap, okay? This is a decentralized exchange that is on Base. And when you come on over to aerodrome.finance, you'll see that, and you can actually get Aerodrome over here for Base USDC or Ethereum Base, what have you, okay? Now, why are we bullish on Aerodrome? Well, when you open that Coinbase app, which a lot of new users are going to right now with this whole mass adoption of crypto, and we've finally crossed the hump of crypto being taboo. It is now mainstream and accepted worldwide, really, for the most part, especially in America with Trump supporting it and shilling it, right? And now with the Coinbase app allowing all of these new dApps, decentralized applications on the application, what do normies do? They like to go to apps. That's just how Web2 people are and retailers are. They go to apps. And Coinbase, remember in the bull run, it was the most downloaded app of all apps in the App Store at one point during the last bull run. So I feel as though that's going to transcend to more users right now. They're getting more downloads. They're getting more users. And in the app, if you look at the top app featured section, we have Aerodrome right at the top, bro. Right at the top. Aerodrome is going to perform extremely well during this run-up, bro. That's just a fact. And especially knowing that's in the top app section featured in the Coinbase app, bro, it's going to send. And they have changed the app to not Coinbase, but just the Base. So this is why we're talking about 5 Base altcoins that's going to outperform Ethereum. Okay, guys? Now, when you come on over here, yeah, well, again, you could just get the contract address from right here and go ahead to Aerodrome right here. You could also find the website. Where is it? Over here somewhere. Here. Aerodrome.finance. Click that. Takes you to the damn DEX. Get the contract address. And get your ass some damn Aerodrome at the higher market cap levels for some stability in your portfolio. We do need these. And it got room to grow, bro. It got room to grow. It's really going to pop off, in my humbled opinion. Only at a market cap, or I should say a ranked crypto at 105, we can expect this to get up to the top 50 cryptos, in my humbled opinion. What else do we got for you guys? Now, this is where it gets very sexier, I guess, for y'all, because you guys want some lower caps, and we got a low cap for y'all right here. And this guy has only been live for about a week, and he's making progress by the day. Okay, of course, we're talking about MuteSwap that went live on Virtuals. And by the way, Virtuals is also one of those dApps in the Base app that's featured as well. So a lot of their projects are going to get fresh new eyes because of that app, right? And this is why we're talking about the 5 Base altcoins that's going to outperform Ethereum, because of pretty much, the new adoption we're getting through the application. So right here, we're talking about MuteSwap. It's on Virtuals, okay? I'll leave the link for you guys below. We've covered them last week. They've done pretty damn well coming out of AERO's incubation platform, which is also another Virtuals ecosystem project on the Base blockchain. Now, why should you be bullish on them? Because they got a fantastic product here that allows you guys and anyone who wants to use it to conduct cross-chain swaps across dozens and dozens of blockchains, okay? So, for example, you could go from Bitcoin to virtuals. You could do virtuals to Bitcoin, right? Whenever you make those gains, you could come virtuals to Bitcoin. You could go Solana, okay, to Bitcoin, right? Or Solana to freaking virtuals, right? Whatever the heck it is, you could do that. Okay, so that's pretty badass. But not only that's what it does, it allows you to do this in a private, anonymous way, separating it from the competition out there. Okay, guys? And that's what this whisper button is about. If you don't want that, it'll be cheaper. You can make normal swaps. That's cool. But if you trigger this on here, that's now going to enable anonymous swaps. But why else should we be bullish on the projections of this? Well, let's take a look over here. This is their staking, and they have something like 60% of the supply locked up. I think it's more than that. It's close to 70%, 67% give or take. And I believe there's about 5% of the total supply staked along with the 60% of the supply on Sabler. Okay, guys? So the tokenomics is great. The product is amazing. It's one of a kind. And the potential is there as well, it being such a micro cap and not even known to the masses at this point, okay? So they also sent something out like this. Today, we are thinking of making Mute, which is their native token, the gas token for swaps. Meaning when a swap is done, some Mute is burned. This will make the supply deflationary, okay? And also they're giving people rewards in the form of Mute as well. And this is going to be rewarded to people in USDC, and people are just loving it. So I feel as though Mute definitely should be a part of your portfolio when it comes to the base ecosystem. Okay, it is immensely undervalued in my humbled opinion. Okay, so what else is undervalued in my humbled opinion when it comes to the base ecosystem? And we're coming to a little bit lower market cap over here. And I love this project, bro. If they pull off what they're trying to do, guys, this is literally something called the ultimate use case for all of us, right? Imagine having the ability to use crypto, your favorite crypto that you hold, maybe it goes up and you want to take some profits, and spend it on things in the real world. That's the potential here with the next project we're going to talk about on base. And of course, we're talking about VPay, bro. That is sitting right now at a lousy FDV, or a minute FDV rather, of 2 million, guys. This is definitely a low cap gem in my humbled opinion. But what do they do? Well, let's take a look at this. Introducing VPay, the intelligent omni bank, built for people who expect more from their money and less from their banks. Here's what VPay offers: offshore USD accounts. Open a fully compliant USD account from anywhere in the world. Borderless banking, IBAN Swift supporting coming soon. People like that because, they just prefer having an offshore bank for security reasons and safety, and it has a lot more benefits than just having a normie bank here in North America or Europe or wherever you're from. But this is the selling point for me here, bro. Virtual and physical debit cards. So this is crypto bank cards is what they're talking about. Spend crypto or fiat globally, VPay, stables, or even your virtuals. So you could use their own native currency to buy freaking gas, to buy food, go out for dinner. You could use stable coins like USDC to facilitate these real world transactions, okay? To buy real world items, or even virtuals. And they're talking about virtuals of cryptocurrency. All right, guys? So to me, that's very, very valuable and useful, because I think one of the things that people have problems with is, how do you actually spend your gains on things that you're going to need in the real world? Whether that's essentials or luxury items. And having a crypto debit card, which they're going to roll out very soon, and one could expect that tiny 2 million market cap or FDV to pop to 4, 6, 8, whatever it is. But they need to deliver on that, and they've actually been forming some really nice partnerships with some really cool projects out there. So VPay, today we are excited to announce a collaboration with the amazing team at Flight. So Flight is going to have their own branded VPay Visa debit card. Bruh. That's badass. This kind of like legitimizes them and, kind of instills more confidence for investors to take them serious. Okay? And here it is once again. It looks something like this. VPay with Flight on it. Flight actually, confirmed this. It'll be amazing to be able to use card with benefits like VPay Global, booking a flight with Flight, or even just buying a coffee. There we go. And it goes on and on. So here's Arbis as well. So Arbis has been dominating the InfoFi game. If you guys don't know Arbis, you've been, living under a rock. But right here, Arbis, this is their card. Once again, they're getting their own branded VPay card. This really legitimizes the project, right? Because those other projects that they're partnering with they have a really good rep, okay? So the world's first AI-powered omni-bank for Web3 finance, etc., etc. Here is where you need to go to check out all that information on their website, okay? So that is another project that you might want to look into, okay, guys? So this is what I mean where we're attaching value to my opinions, backing it up with potential bullish news. So what else do we have for you guys here? And this one here is the actual micro cap that we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. And we're talking about Lester, guys, okay? Now, we are seeing a common pattern happening right now in the Virtuals ecosystem. This is a token on Base that resides in the Virtuals ecosystem. Okay, Virtuals is also in the featured section of the Base app. So we think more eyes are going to get into the Virtuals ecosystem, right? New money, retails, all that. And that could trickle into these potential coins within the Virtuals ecosystem on Base, okay? So Lester right now, bro, this is micro cap stuff. 435,000 micro cap or market cap. And what are they doing? Well, there is a rise right now with launchpads. We saw, the Genesis launch in Virtuals. We saw AI Rocket that just rocketed, and their two were once I think at 600K market cap, and we've seen them going up right now. They're above 2 million because of the success they had with their projects over there. And I'm led to believe we're going to see more competitors come to market, and that's exactly what Lester has in store. So Lester Virtuals, my launchpad is coming, guys. Maximum security, serious project, certified by Lester. At launch, you get a dev dashboard, etc., etc. Okay, so that was the first hint that took place on August 23rd, a few days ago, and they followed that up with this. Okay, you're probably wondering what the hell my token is actually for right now. Let me break it down for you. First off, holders of the token get access to every airdrop when a new token gets launched. So now they are confirming that the Lester token, the one I just showed you at 435K market cap or whatever the heck it was at, is going to be utilized in this launchpad. And launchpad is kind of trending right now in the Base ecosystem. And to get them early, the name of the game is to find the alpha and get in early. So I feel as though right now Lester is very, very early once they deliver on that. And here they go again with some more hints. Lester Virtuals, 90%, you already know what happens next. So are we close to this launchpad? This is August 25th. I think we are. We're close. It could be a matter of days. All right? And once the announcement comes out, you know the saying goes. If you heard the announcement when the announcement was made, chances are your ass is too late. So, name of the game is to find the alpha and get in early, okay, guys? And this right here is the developer behind Lester. And he just told us on August 25th, these are all the telltale signs, right? Access only for people who will build on Lester Launchpad. Stay tuned. Man is cooking, brah. This guy is cooking. So, once again, we got Lester around 432,000 market cap. That is the player right there. So to sum it all up, for these 5 base altcoins that I'm led to believe that will outperform Ethereum, it's going to be Ethena, ticker Ena. It's going to be Aerodrome, ticker AERO. It's going to be MuteSwap, ticker Mute. It's going to be VPay, ticker VPay. And it's going to be Lester. These are the ones that I think has really good potential. Obviously, we rank them from least risky to most risky, but more risk also means more reward, guys. I hope this video was helpful to you and you learned something. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and we're going to be dropping more alpha in the days to come, so make sure you're subscribed. So until then, there ain't really much left to say other than you're on your own. Later.